Hi, welcome to Main Street Macro. I'm Neela Richardson, and this week I'm joining you from the World Economic Forum meetings in Davos, Switzerland. This is the place where the global elite, movers and shakers, decision makers, NGOs, and advocates meet together to hash out the world's most thorny problems. Now, there's three takeaways that I'm leaving Davos with this year. The first takeaway is that there is a global reopening part two. News that China was ending its COVID zero policies gave a boost of optimism to this previously downbeat crowd at Davos. Because when China opens up the economy, there is a sense that they could add to global growth, keep the world either from going into a recession or make that recession shorter and shallower than it otherwise would be. But China's reentry won't be painless. In fact, there's a big question mark on whether China's reboost of demand, especially for energy, would lead to an uptick in inflation or could actually moderate inflation if China continued its production. That question is still unknown. Now, my second takeaway from these meetings is that the world is back in business. You see, I was here in May of last year. That was right around the time that the world was still reeling with Russia's invasion of the Ukraine. And there was a sense of a global worry and global concern that united people as we looked at this unprecedented shock to democracy. Going forward, the invasion of Ukraine is still a burner and big concern for the world. But there is a sense that business is also being done in Davos in January in 2023. In fact, there's nearly 600 CEOs here, many of them having meetings all day long, drumming up businesses for their enterprises around the world. Now, my third and final takeaway from Davos this year is that the world is not just about growth and macro growth and CEOs that do business. There is another part of the world that we really need to pay attention to, and that's its social infrastructure. Workers are core to any economy. And I moderated a panel on living wages, but I also attended a panel on the care economy and how important childcare, healthcare, elder care was in supporting workers. If we want our economies to succeed, workers should be at the forefront. And the labor markets continue to be a bright light for many countries around the world. Well, I want you to know that I will be leaving Davos, Switzerland with more than just a bag full of Swiss chocolates, though I am going home with that. I will be leaving with some key takeaways that I hope that you enjoyed back where you are. Thanks for watching the Main Street Macro. For more of global events and how they affect businesses all over the world and on Main Street, please check out adpri.org.